back again. Man, 4 videos in one day. I think that's like a record for me. Yeah, I must admit that was a little bit accidental because I wasn't supposed to rip the pull cord out of my MS460. But anyway, here we are. We have the on the bench here. We got all the gear out for putting together the MS200R, and we'll just stick that together and go from there. Yeah, so here we go. So the bearings are already installed. I didn't take them out. The bearings are good. They are brand new bearings, I know that. We've got we've got a gasket kit here, and that comes with the ceramic seals, case gasket, and the cylinder case gasket as well. We've got our Permatex, which I stand by, piston, new crank, and here we go. So, what side to put in first? That's a good question. I don't actually know. They all fit just so nicely back together, these. So what we're going to do is we'll chuck some Permatex on here, we'll get the gasket on one side, and we'll slap it all back together. I'd say I'll go through this side first, which is your magneto side, your flywheel side. Okay, we're going to put it in there first, and then mount this part, which is the clutch side, bang, straight down onto the clutch bar side. Okay, now I did actually prepare it. Like, I think I'm actually getting a little bit better at preparing stuff, but let's not hold our breath. First thing we have to do though, before we start doing all that stuff, is we have to get this piston installed in the crank. I think it's going to be easier for me to do out rather than in, so I'll do that. Okay, I just have to get the gudgeon clip, and do that. But no one watching, not yet. See if someone turns up, and then we've got some little bit of news for the channel. A little bit of news. But we'll see if someone turns up. If no one turns up, I'll say it at the end of the video. But anyway, so yeah, these will go in that way. You got to make sure that these pins are in the right way. So those piston pins that are in there, you make sure they go in the right way. So they have to be facing the back and not the front. They can't face the exhaust side. So on this they go the other way that you think they would go. They can't face the exhaust side. So they go that, which is the intake side from there. I think that's right. Yes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to end up confusing myself. So I'm going to stop that. I know which way the crank goes in, and then I'll sort it out. The rest of that afterwards, I'll put the piston in. Okay, that's the way we'll play it. Because otherwise, I'm going to do some dumbass shit. End up having to pull this all apart again. So, just to demonstrate how easy that these go together, like, you don't have to press these. You have to press the bearings in, but you don't have to pull the crank through. Like, that's in. It just slops together. Okay, pretty easy. But before we put that in, we will put some Permatex on and get this gasket down on here. Okay. Get it down on here. So I'm just clearing out the crap. from the top of the tube here. And I've talked about this Permatex so many times. So the only thing I'm going to say it in is just dab it on. Okay, nice and evenly. Nice stipple on there. Okay, you want this on both sides. Now, this saw was paid work. I'm putting it back together for free now because of the issue. I think it had an air leak. The issue was, I believe it was, that the because the crank is the inner race. I've talked about this before too. Crank is the inner race on these bearings. Okay, and this saw had an air leak. I diagnosed it as an air leak. I didn't really check where. I should have done that. I probably should have done that. Like, that's just good responsible saw building. But I didn't. Anyway, so with this air leak, I sort of, because everything was new back together, I didn't have this gasket stuff on it, right? So that was so I'm doing that this time. You don't have to put this stuff on. It's not probably what Stihl would do. They use this gasket maker for probably more of their lower end saws, like the Farmer Ranch range and things like that. But I've seen a lot of saw builders who are so much more knowledge than me on saws put this stuff on. Their builds, on their pro saw builds, okay? That's what they do. And I know why they do it, it makes sense to me, so that's what I'm just going to keep on doing. Because I think it's one of those best practice things. So now I just need my knife. I'm going to open up this gaskets kit and get that gasket out. Hopefully without slicing up the gasket. That would be neat, eh? Get a gasket and slice it all up. Let's see if we can lever this off now. Just trying this new view. Which mostly means you'll just get to see my fat guts. Right, I'll just put the seals over there for now. I don't know how far I'm going to get with this. I just want to put the crank in basically. I don't know if I'm going to put the seals in today. I might do that in a later video and then start putting this all back together. We'll just see how far we get. I've only got a limited amount of time. I said, wife, I'm just going to be out here for a little while, and then I ended up, like, this is my 4th video today, so yeah. She's like, how long will you be? I'm like, an hour, and then it's probably been and gone by now, you know. So anyway, I'm just trying this new angle out on the camera. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is it getting you a bit more up and close to the action? Is it better? Is it worse because you have to see my fat guts? Yeah, let me know. Keen to know. So no one's on yet. No one's on the live feed. Had a few people on the live feeds today. It's been quite cool. Some people I haven't seen in a while jumped on. Now, you have to take this part through here now and put it through the wire, okay? That's the coil wire leading up to the spark plug, okay? You have to do that because the coil wire runs right through the guts of these these saws. Okay, put that on, gasket down. So that's that done. Shift that aside, and we'll put the gasket maker onto the side of the saw. You can see I'm just dabbing it on. I don't really want it inside there, inside the cylinder, the bottom end, or the case I should say, not the cylinder. That all around there, that down in there. No one on yet. Usually at least my dad's watching. Must be busy today. Sometimes he's busy, sometimes he's not busy. Steve must be doing something else now, he was on before. The old mate Steve. It was like in the last video for the 4.6, I was like, I need some wood, and Steve's like, I got some wood. Because I want to chop some wood up, you know. What man doesn't? Who owns a beastie 4.6 or bigger? If you're out there and you own a bigger saw. Yeah, and leave in the comments, what are you guys using out there? Using Stihls? You using Huskies? Better not be using Huskies. Jokes. You can use Huskies if you want, but you must know that they're a second-rate saw. Okay, that's the deal with them if you use Huskies. I'm just playing. Don't get angry, Husky fans. So angry. You angry because Stihl's better? Is that why you're angry? You want Husky to be number one, but has Husky ever been number one? That is a good question. Has it ever been number one? Has it ever topped out Stihl? Stihl doesn't seem to think so, and that's from the horse's mouth up Stihl, Auckland. Okay. What they said was quite interesting. They said they have to look over their shoulder. They actually like Husky being in the market, believe it or not. It's competition. Competition is healthy because it keeps you on your toes. You don't get complacent, and that's what Stihl's doing. All right. That's why you've got something out there like the new 462 that's absolutely just destroying the Husky saws. That is out there because Husky is out there. Alright, they made that, was it the 572 XP or something like that? Wicked saw. If you like Huskies, wicked saw. Now, but that, you know, that I don't know whether Stihl had it in the pipeline, but that forced their hand, you know, and now you got the beastie 462, just absolutely destroying things out there. So we'll just put this away. But let me know what you're using. What are you like? I'm a Stihl fanboy, hard out fanboy. Stihl for life. That's my saying. That's what I do. That's what I use. I started working on Stihl. I've worked on a few Huskies, not a lot. But yeah, I'm not a Husky fan. Not a Husky fan. I think they've got a long way to go before they reach the quality of Stihls, like just engineering and stuff like that. I mean, but in saying that, you know, they both companies steal stuff off each other, ideas and stuff like that. But you know, Stihl just makes things better. Well, I believe anyway. Right, so there's the flywheel side of the crank. Okay, you can see the keyway there. That goes into the flywheel side of the saw. Alright. And now we get our get our bar side of the saw, our clutch side of the saw, and there's a hole here. Where's it? Right there. That hole there has to go in the wire there, okay? And then you just take the saw and you put it in and down onto that crank, okay? So it just all slides together, you see? And there's no force, this will just slide down. There's no force at all, alright? There's no bit, you don't have to press these saws together, okay? It's just not the way they roll. And then you just put in the crankcase screws. Just put in this top one here first, not all the way down. Remember, I'll still tighten them evenly, okay? They still get tightened evenly. And I'll just take them to a certain point, snip them up, so that one's in. Alright, and then it's got 3 around the top here. On there. Tell me if you like this view, guys. Tell me. I'll do more. I'll try to do more like this. It's probably good for a little saw like this, I think. Might be harder to see on a big saw build, maybe. And I love working on chainsaws. I just love it. You get them together, they're going, and they're just awesome. It's like, yeah, when the saw's got a problem, you can put it back together and fix it. It's just, for me, it's just like, I just get the biggest buzz out of it, eh? The biggest buzz. It's got these 2 up here as well. You can see them? Those 2 screws right there. Okay, they're part of the case. You can take them back out, and because there's a buffer, an annual buffer, an AV mount that fits onto there, part of the handle setup. So you can take them out later on. Okay. Alright. So, now we need to tighten, because that's all the screws used up. I'm going to go that one, and then I'm going to come to the top of the crank here and get this down. Tighten, and then the other side, okay? And then I'm going to go to the bottom of the crank. Bottom of the crank. Right, and there's one in here. See the deep dark recesses of the saw, and just keep going around and tightening them up. Okay, so that gives you your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then your 2 little ones up here. That's all. All right. I'll just keep on tightening this crank up. You can see all the goo squirting out there. Brand new crank in here. Brand new. Hopefully that just sits nicely against that race and we don't get any wobble there. There is a bit of wobble there. I don't know why. It shouldn't be there. Hopefully as that tightens up it'll go. Be careful on these little screws too. You don't want to put up and smash them to bits. Like that. Shit. Bugger. Okay guys, so I've done something really stupid. What happens now? It's the second thing today I've done really stupid. I should have quit while I was here, dang. So yep. So this bottom screw in the crankcase, that's broken. It is broken. So this all has to come apart now. Okay. I have to get that screw out and I have to get a replacement for it in there. That's all there is to it. Tricky? Could be. We'll see how it pans out. I've done it before. I'm not that happy. Not that happy about it. Pretty gutted. So, I usually don't crank on them that much. I thought that one still had it, but I was wrong. Stressed that screw too much and broke it. A lot of people might not put their mistakes, but I'm live and I don't care. People make mistakes. And am I going to learn from it? For sure. For sure. Absolutely. But today I have to stop because I'm going to run out of time. I'm not going to be able to take this all back apart, get that screw back and out and put a new one in. I've got replacement screws. It's no big deal. But yeah. So that's me making a mistake live. No one was here to see. But I'm sure you'll see it when I upload the video. A little bit gutted. Can it be fixed? Definitely, for sure, 100%. Yeah, it can be fixed. No worries. Yeah. Might have to drill it. Get an easy out on it or something like that. Yeah. If it doesn't come out, I'm sure the old man's probably got a way of getting out or something like that. Yeah, but at this stage, just a little bit gutted. It's a setback. Okay, it's not going to stuff the saw. It's not the end of the world. I have to fix it. Who cares? Who cares? All right, just disappointing because I want to move on with the build. This is a saw that's just it's been a bit of a pain for me. That is rocking the wrong way. That bearing is still not. Maybe it is the bearings. For some reason. That shouldn't be moving like that. It's actually not moving back and forth anymore. Like these are supposed to. Oh yeah, it's got a bit of give in and out. But see that wobble? That is worrying. Shouldn't do that. If it's doing that, see when it's moving, it's just going to wiggle up and down, and it might run well for a while, but it's probably going to stuff the seals. You see, and it's not supposed to be doing that. It spins nicely though. Maybe I have to take those bearings out and try and find some others or something like that. what to do. I have to take it back apart anyway, and it's no trouble to press some bearings in, get those ones out. So maybe I'll do that. But I don't like that. I don't like that movement. That's not cool. See, that's why I thought new crankshaft, you see, you're supposed to fix this. Because the crankshaft is the inner race for the bearings. That's how these roll. But I don't get that because those are new bearings. Those are new bearings. I put them in. And they should have been sweet. I think they're genuine as well. Because we put a genuine kit in here, genuine bearings, and to get it going again. And it's not doing that. Never mind. So I'm gonna stop the video here. I'm gonna go have a little cry somewhere about my mistakes, and I'm going to get myself together and move forward. That's all there is to it. Make a mistake. I did a joinery apprenticeship when I was younger, and my boss used to say it's not a mistake until it's in the bin. And yeah, so it's not a mistake until it's in the bin, and this saw isn't in the bin yet. It's maybe it's got half of it in the bin. Hey, worst case scenario, this is a part saw, but I've been paid to fix it. I want to fix it, so let's do that. Anyway, so I'm going to sign off now. Say still for life. And oh, that's right, I was going to say, hey, let's end this on a good note. Let's end this on a good note. Guys, I've just reached 50 subscribers, all right? That's pretty cool for me and my little Stihl saw channel here. 50 subscribers. I'm pretty stoked about that. So to those of you who've subscribed and stuck by me so far, it's been about a year now that I've had this channel going. I thank you. Thank you for the regulars who pop on the live moments. And yeah, I love doing this. I love building saws. I love having this channel going. I love the interaction that you get on the live feed sometimes and things like that. And yeah, so I just want to say a big thank you for helping me get to 50 subscribers, guys. It's really cool. If you're new to the channel, please like, please subscribe, please share if you've got saw nut friends, you know, just crazy about stills and saws and everything like that, then please tell them about me. I'd love for you to subscribe. I really hope I'm helping people out there who are DIYing and building these saws, because yeah, it's just so much fun and it's rewarding. Yeah, you have setbacks like I've just had, but you also have big wins as well, like you would have seen earlier on my MS460. I mean, what a beautiful saw that is, and that's rebuilt with new parts from the ground up, and that went together like a dream, and it just runs like a dream. But yeah, anyway, still for life, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.